Hello and welcome to Wally War. Well, 3 months ago I was given a laser as part of a sponsorship, and I had some problems with it. And I keep building up static electricity, which hello and welcome to freeze that, which is a bit annoying. But I think I got on top of it. Yeah, after a bit of wiring, uh, earth cables to dissipate the static electricity, which was making it disconnect from my computer. Well, I managed to produce a few little signs and been playing about with it, just recently, and you know what I mean. So I think I'm kind of getting there for the purpose of making signs. So I thought I'd just share with you what I've learned so far using the software LightBurn. And although it's okay, it's pretty. I think getting there. It's getting there. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a sign. All right. I will have to turn the laser on. You probably heard a fan going in the background, but I'm going to have to turn the laser on, which that is pretty noisy. Yeah. So I hope there isn't too much through the microphone. Anyway, so hello, Mad Monk 33. I hope you're well, my friend. I see who's in the chat there. Look, okay. Great, Ivy. This is way past my bedtime. Okay. Sorry. I just wanted to have a go, you see. Because I just set up the live streaming on my Wally Bra channel. I take it I am streaming to that. So if I just give it a go and just see what the score is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's a good sign. Because that'd be a bit silly otherwise. And so I give it a go basically because I managed to get the old window up here. That's the software that we're using. This is LightBurn. It's kind of like the industry standard, and it isn't that expensive. We're on the trial version at the moment, but we'll have to obviously buy it. But so far, I'm quite pleased with it. Apart from the hiccups, where it was literally getting part way through the burn, and so for instance, it was going, scanning across and getting part way through it, and then just stopping. And you could stop, start as much as you like, and it didn't want to know. And never got past that point. I worked out what was happening is that static was building up on the belt. So I'll show you the machine. Where's the camera? There you go. Let's get the chat off. You can't see it, but there's a rail here. Shouldn't really do this, but there you go. Up rail there. It's got a belt in it across the top here, right? And that belt, as the head goes back to and fro, which is this bit here, right? It goes back and forth. It's building up static electricity. And so what I've done is I've actually wired it up. There you go. Can you see it now? See that yellow wire? Yellow and green wire? Yeah, it's nerf wire. It's what I had. And I wired it up and soldered the harness together and what have you to wire pretty much every element of this machine. Otherwise, it was building up static and it was stopping. And obviously, that just won't do. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to create something in LightBurn. And then, this software here, in the software. So sort of share what I've learned so far, which isn't a lot. This is the idiot's guide after all. And I've never ever had anything like this before. This is the first laser I've had. Although I'm not unfamiliar with things like working with layers and stuff like that with drawing programs or Photoshop, or the one that I use, which is Affinity Photo. And if you look at the software here, this stuff, the LightBurn software, it works in layers. So I was quite happy at that. That made life a little bit easier for me because it was something that I understood. And each layer has its own detail, its own characteristics. In other words, how much power the laser is set at the moment. It's set at 50% power. It seems to work out quite well for what I'm doing at the moment in a single pass, and all the lines per inch, all that sort of stuff. Regarding the definition of the actual burn and the speed of the burn. So I sort of sussed that out and worked out how to convert text into fill and all that sort of stuff. Because you can have just literally line or fill. Line basically means it'll outline the text, which is a bit bland. And an image is basically just an image, and you see this heart. Just there is a little image. I'm going to make that bigger. I'll tell you how I can make it bigger by clicking that. That's what I do. So you can see it a bit better. So you select the whole lot together and you drag the whole lot together. Remember, these are 3 separate elements. And it shows 2 on there, which I don't understand why that is. But there's actually 2. There's 2 elements there, plus this image. Let's just move this up so you can see. There you go. Plus the image. And the thing I found with it is, obviously, one of the things you've got to realise is that the honeycomb, which is literally this. Put on there. It's just that honeycomb, which is longer on it. That's 400 mil, so that's the maximum size that you go up to, and so you've got to bear that in mind. Everything is obviously it's not, to scale and what have you. It's not to scale, so as soon as you put it onto the burn, it ends up being too big. And there's a couple of things I've found which you've got to be careful of with the software. Is none of your elements, because I've set my workspace to 400 by 400, which is the maximum dimensions of the actual laser. And what I've done is, what you've got to make sure you don't do is allow any of these elements. All right, none of these elements can be past that, because for some stupid reason the laser will try and travel past that. Then the alarm bells ring and it goes into like crazy mode. So whatever you do, it has to be within your workspace. Whether or not there's a way of changing that within the software, I don't know. So if it works out for itself and talks to the laser, say, hang on, don't try and go past the edges, because that's a bit silly. Yeah. So it's been a bit of a learning curve, to say the least, with the software as well. And I tried to use another one, Laser Gerbil, which was a free software, but it's so clunky. I just couldn't get on with it. This is the one that most people are using, is LightBurn, and all those are paid for software. I'm on the trial version at the moment. It's not horrendously expensive. It's only about 67 euros, which is cheap enough. But that's for a year's license, and although you can carry on using it after the license runs out, you can't update it. So you can't do the security updates and stuff like that. But renewals what I saw was only about 33 euros for the renewal, so it not as expensive. So anyway, I've got something what can I put on there? I had something a minute ago I was going to put on because I've got to do a sign. So what we're going to do is we're going to engrave a sign. Take it away. Oh, that one there. That one. Right, and where was it? It was on here somewhere. Right. So I've got loads of signs to make actually, but the one in particular I was going to do was going to be, and find it again. All right, I had it in front of me, and then these signs are for our GoFundMe project, which is a rewilding project. So we're planting trees. So everyone who gets a tree, donates money for a tree. We plant a tree on behalf, and maybe put a sign with the tree. Maybe whatever you like, really, on there. Especially now I've got the laser, I can even put little images on it. Makes it even cooler. So, what have I got to put on there? Got loads to do still. Masses. Oh, crikey. Crikey. That one. Leaving this one here, I've actually, one I was going to do, I've actually asked a question. What image would you like with it? So I've kind of delayed that one a bit because they haven't got back to me yet. No. People being cheeky. Right. Right, so onto my list. There we go. I've got a big list here. You can't see. How can I let you see it? Anyways, I've got a big file here. They've got those. They're marked green and red. So the green ones are the ones we've already done, and the red ones are the ones I've got to do. And sometimes it's a bit awkward because some people aren't actually putting their names in. What they want on the plaque, I've just got their name. So I'll contact them just in case. Unless it's obvious what they want on their signs. Otherwise, it's like, not everyone just want their name, do they? Memory of somebody, a loved one, what have you. Such as these are all like, memory of, memory of, etc., etc. So There we go. I'll try to find one. I've got one here that I need to do. Well, actually, I think they've already done the sign, but it wasn't. It was one of my early attempts at signs using the router, and it wasn't very good. So I'm gonna redo that one. That's what we're gonna do. She just contacted me actually. I want the picture of the sign. I just realised it's one of the older signs. So I thought, oh. So okay, let's get this. Basically, her son would have been 24 years old. So it's in memory of you do Hamish. So okay, let's do that one. You do Hamish. Hamish? Is it Hamish? Hamish? Hamish. Control C. Oh, terrible I am. I got you do Hamish. Right, well that's what they want on this. Let's put it on. Right, so let's go back into the chat. So I'm all fingers and thumbs here, and I kind of don't know what I'm doing because, like I say, I'm a novice, mate. I'm a real novice. So I get a bit bigger, so and bring it over a tad. Hello, Regan. Hope you're well. What we're going to do, we're doing I'm going to be laser cutting live or laser engraving live. That's what we're going to do in a minute. So we're using this piece of software, this LightBurn software. So anyway, let's check in the chat and see what's going on. There we go. Another chat, that's fine. Yeah, it's not going up and down. There we go. Andrew Pegg, hope you're okay. Yeah, we're good. Kind of all a bit in a bit of a mess at the minute. I'm looking at this place around here. There's bits of wood everywhere in my office. And I don't like being in a mess. And it was like last minute decision. Oh, now we're going to go live. Oh, that's probably a bad idea. Well, hello Matt Murphy. Hello Wally. Hello Mad Monk. Hello Curry Library. Keep them up, you know. Regan Elite. And Mad Monk. Okay. Hi Regan Elite. Watched your show earlier today. Yeah, I was watching. I didn't. I was doing stuff. Listening. So, but I thought I would sit quietly and let the other mods do the work for a change. Kind of what I was doing. I have no spanner here. I don't come on the channel much. I'll give you a span. I trust you. I don't know. How do I do it? Add as moderator. There you go. Oh, hang on. It's not moving. I've got these move it over. Save. There you go. Done. You know, moderator if you want. You know. There you go. And what happened? Nothing's happened. Nothing happened. I don't say anything. Right, anyway. Should we get to it? I think we should. It's not going to be a terrifically long stream today. I just want to have an experiment. That's what we're going to do. Have an experiment. We're going to actually print something with a laser. As long as it connects to the computer, that is. It should be a really good idea. So first things first, I'm going to have to turn it on. It is noisy. Fans going off everywhere. Now, I'm currently trying to sort out one of my spaces in my workshop, which is a complete and utter mess. And we're going to mantle the laser and all that sort of stuff. Oh, it's moving. It's moving. Is it connected? COM5? Yeah, it's connected. Okay, that's good. That's ready. It's ready. I'll show you. There you go. If I go into window 2, it says here ready because it's connected. Now, if I just drag that up, two, yeah. I'll just drag it up. You're able to see at the bottom here. You've got your devices. I'm on COM5, and it's the durable M3. So that is the laser that I'm using. You hear that blooming fan in the background? It's noisy, isn't it? It's just annoying how noisy it is. Let's move that over a bit. Back down we go. So let's create our little design. This is the one I just done for my granddaughter. So that one there. Just done that with my granddaughter, and the depth seems good. It's deep enough to be well, it's pretty deep actually. Yeah, it's pretty deep. So at least a millimetre deep. That's burned. And they'll give light sanding, and then that'll take off any little burn marks. So this laser is actually quite powerful. Actually, I'll cut through this. I'll take a few passes, but they'll cut through it. So we don't need any of that now. We're going to change it. So what I'm going to do is just change the text. And it's really simple. You can create the images with a clear background, transparent background, and just drag them in. So you can do it all on Photoshop if you want, and just bring them in as PNGs, and then it'll just see it as an image. But you can also do it actually in the software itself. You see. So this one, what are you doing? You do Hamish. I don't know how you pronounce that, but there you go. Get back in there. Alright, what text? Ooh. What text, I wonder? Right. Select the text at the top here. There's a little drop down. It's obviously font. Yeah, drop down and choose whatever fonts you want to use. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I've got bins are outside. I've got to be practical. You can't go too thin and wiry, because what happens, the weather will get the signs and they'll just disappear. It'll be hard to see. So I've used to put the date on there as well. Which one? Not that one, that one. That's too heavy. So it'll just create too much burn. So all the edges will be a bit nasty looking. And you've got, you can actually do drawings on there, like sketches, if you want. Just got to learn how to do it though. Get all the power of the laser correct. I haven't had much experience with it yet. So I think I'm going to go for no. Ooh, decisions. Eeny, meeny, miny. That was quite nice, I suppose. And quite sad though, isn't it? People lose children, what have you. I'm quite sad, obviously sad. I haven't had that. Never happened to us. 6 children. It's quite possibility. You never know, do you? Oh, crikey! I don't know now. I might do Melanie. I think it's quite nice, Melanie. Yeah, see that. I don't think we need Elsa. We'll get rid of Elsa. Right. At the moment, it's going to be way too big because remember this is 400mm effectively across. So at the moment, that's I need to bring them down to about that. So I could put a heart with it or something like that. I'm trying to make a collection of different little pieces of artwork at the moment, little drawings and stuff I'm putting together in a file, so I can add them with the like for instance, I'll show you for argument's sake, I can drop that in there like so. Not that big though. No, let's get it down, boy, down. There you go. And then it's a bit more personality, doesn't it? There you go. I might keep with that. Obviously, you can put anything there if you want. What size bit of wood have I got over here? Got all these bits of wood over here kicking about. And what I'm doing is I've literally been using a lasering them. Minnie, stop humping the laser! Oh, blimey, crikey, gets in everywhere. He does. Blimey, what am I going to do with him? Anyway, I've got a piece of wood. This happens to be a piece of chestnut, probably over 100 years old, as in after the tree's been cut down. This is a piece of old village. You look at the back of it, so what I've been doing is I clean one face up, and then once I've done a laser, I'll then clean up the back face and what have you, and make them sort of look sort of nice. But at the moment, that's a bit of chestnuts. That's what we're going to use, which I'll put under the light. I'm going to put it under the laser. Yeah, the thing is, Regan, is when you do anything like that, you've got to be careful of the... When I've been experimenting before, it's like this experiment, you've got to be really careful of all the little fine edges and stuff. It's stuff I never knew before, I never used one before. And it's, Obviously, you watch loads of YouTube videos. Other people have a bit of more experience, obviously, because they're been doing it for a while, unlike me. So what we're going to have to do first, I think I'm going to stick with that. I think that's okay. I don't know about the size yet, because although it's only tiny on there, it's actually at least it's probably about 180 long. It might fit on there. If it fits, we'll do it. That'll probably take about 10-12 minutes to print it that sort of big, that sort of size. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the other camera. Oh, there's a bit of wood. Now in the software, I should show you that first actually. In the software here, where it says frame, alright, if I press that, the laser will come across and actually line it, show you whereabouts it is in relationship to the actual software, where it is on your workplace, on the software. And then you can move a bit of wood about to suit, basically. At that moment, I don't think it's in the right place, but let's see. Alright, I'm about to press the button. Oh, it's come across. Oh, it's not that far out. Oh my God, it's way out. The laser has a little. The laser comes on at about half power to actually just show you where the laser is going to land on the extremities, on the outside edges of the actual of the design. So I'll try it again. You just basically have to keep doing this until you get in the right place. Well, actually, that's not. That's probably it. Actually, that'll fit in there nicely. Well, could even go a bit. No, don't go too big. It's nice to have a bit of space around them. I made that mistake on this one. Even that's quite nice. If I show you again. Oh, that one. I should have had some more room at the bottom, so I messed that up a bit. Really, I'd like to have a bit of free space along the bottom. The top and the sides are okay, but the bottom didn't. What happened was, I could make it a bit bigger. I said to Caroline, and so I did, and I think I made a mistake. So, yeah, sometimes less is more. You know. Well, so this is one which has little hearts on already, and stylized hearts. They come out quite nice, you know. And since before it's just used now router and what have you. The thing about the router, router inside, they've got to be so much bigger. And having big long sides might sound like a great idea. It's not when you're trying to cut the grass around the trees. Just keep knocking the flipping sides. Oh, crikey, no one knocks over, you get out and you bang it back in again. And eventually I want to put the signs actually on the trees, not nailed on the trees, doing stupid like that, but actually mounted in the trees. That's what we want to do. And a bit long, it might look a bit stupid. At the moment, it's a bit of a memorial out there at the moment because there's so many signs out there and trees that were planted. So, but it's what we're doing, isn't it? And eventually the trees will hopefully take over. They're looking good though. They are. It's not only small. It's just food. Gingers is going like crazy. Ginger giraffe's tree. Oh, crikey, that must be 2 meters high now. When you put it in last year, it's ridiculous. It's got to take over. Zachary Burt, get some, put a piece of tape over whatever you are engraving, and the tape will catch the what? So put the piece of tape over whatever you're engraving, and the tape will catch the unwanted residue. I'll experiment with that. I've got the tape in there, but that's interesting. I didn't know that. I'll give that a go, Zachary. Thanks, buddy. Right, so. You still got no spanner? I thought, you got a spanner now, Regan. There you go. So Regan's got a spanner now. He's a spanner. Oh, you better watch yourself and tighten your nutsy well. Oh, blimey. Hello, Matt Murphy. Hello. I've done it already, huh? All right. There we come. So, I reckon we ought to give it a go. It's noisy anyway, so that many odds, does it? So let's get into the old software and show you what you've got to do. Literally, all you got to do is press start. But I'm just going to double check that my power settings are good. I'm on 50% power, which is what I want. Single pass, just one pass, which is what I want on that one. And on the image, it is 50% power, single pass. So I'm quite happy at that. That's weird. I just noticed something. Oh, that's weird. You can't see the pop-up menus. I've got a menu open at the moment, so I'm moving this backwards and forwards, the mouse backwards and forwards. But there's actually another menu I just opened, but I suppose that's another window. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to do it as another. Crikey, that doesn't work. Anyway, take my word for it. When I click on these on the layers, I can set the power, but it comes up in a separate window, which I haven't got set up. I wouldn't be able to anyway within OBS, the software that I'm using to stream this with. So it's a bit odd. So I'm quite happy with the design. I think that would, yeah, that's enough. You can bit too much on these things, can't you? And that's literally what they asked me to put on there. That's for Saskia. You know, I've already made their sign, but I'm not happy with it. So I'll make another one. So what we'll do is we'll come over here where it says start. See that big button there? It says start. I'm going to press the start button. Then we'll watch the laser. Yeah, there's no mini-me. No. Has he gone away? No. Crikey, that's a huge weeder. Blimey. No, he's not there. He's right. Where's my body gone? He was there a minute ago. Okay, he got bored. Right, so. Let's go to the laser. We're going to... You ready? We're going to the laser. Oh, at the laser that we are. So all I've got to do is go press start, and then the laser will start its lasering. There you go. Let's make that start. Now what I'll do is I'll start with the words first. What's at the top of the layers list. You know, the cuts and layers. In this case, it is the text, and then it'll then do the image, which is the heart. And currently, it's going to take about 9 minutes. Not we're not going to sit here watching a laser for 9 minutes. It'd be incredibly boring. Hey, look, it's like watching paint dry. The other thing about these lasers, right? One thing you don't want to stare at them. I have got some special glasses, and I'm not looking at the laser at the moment, just so you know. But also, I've also got a special hood for it, which has got fans in and stuff to extract the fumes. Because at the moment, effectively what we're doing is we're burning a piece of wood inside my house. And it's stinky. It's really stinky. And you don't know what's on that wood, do you? You know, that piece of wood's a piece of old village. It's a piece of the boarding that they put underneath the tiles on an old French house. It's chestnut. But there could be all sorts of crap on there. There have been birds and be poop and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, that's soaked into that piece of wood. So at the moment, the laser's going backwards and forwards and burning all that ammonia. It's lovely. Yeah. Smoke detectors off. And yeah, it is good. I've turned the smoke detectors off whenever I use this machine. But that's the reason why I want to put it in the workshop. So in that little room, we're creating a little dry, warm space, which is going to put the new floor in and stud wall up and stuff like that. And we can point all the walls in there and sort of see that and have some acoustics in there as well, so we can deal with the bouncy sound. And that's what I want to do on my little videos where I'm pulling things to bits. That's the plan anyway. It's finding time to do it. So it's saying it's going to take currently another 7 minutes. 7 minutes 50 at the moment. But this is a diode laser, and it's by the company's called Longair, and it's a Ray 5, Longair Ray 5 20 watt. Yeah. And I've already done food videos like assembly and stuff like that of it, but it's there's a bit of confusion with it at the moment. The company which I was dealing with sort of have stopped dealing with the Longair, so that's caused a bit of a confusion. I don't even know if I need to make more videos anyway, but I don't even know if I need to make any more videos for it. Because basically what happened is they sent me this machine over with a load of other bits and pieces, air assist and the honeycombs you can see on the bottom there, because it doesn't come standard, and the extraction hood unit. It's quite a bit of money's worth of stuff, and when you get to it, you know, we get it all together. And the deal is I have to make some videos, and that's what I'm doing. So still doing my end of the bargain, really. The strange thing is, though, I've been contacted recently by another firm who's now the representative before long, and they won't send me the next one up. So I'm not gonna say no, am I? That'd be silly. So that go back to voice. Let's check the chat. The chat's a chat higher than that one. Let's have a look. Yes, it is. Aha, and that's not affecting it either. So it's quite cool. Right. Yeah, I'll try that. Zachary, I'll try that. Alright, down we come. Are they super expensive? This one with all the bits and pieces, there's about over £1,000. So it's not super expensive. It's still a bit pricey, obviously. I wouldn't have bought it. So I ain't got the money to spend. Poo-poo laser! It's a poo-poo laser at the moment, that it is. But it's I can see so many opportunities for me to earn more money on Etsy and stuff like that. You know, over to making signs, or when I get a hang of it, you know, and I'm happy with what I'm doing. And also, like, personalising stuff. You know, I don't know, hairbrushes, I don't know, however. You know, gift items, and, you know, you can quite quickly and easy set little jigs up so you can sell a variety of different items and sell them on Etsy. There are other people in there doing it, but you just got different things, haven't you? I'm not very happy about Etsy, to be honest, because they've allowed many sellers on there to just sell stuff they bought from China. You know, they bought from Timo or AliExpress or one of them places in bulk, and then selling it on Etsy. That's not handmade goods, is it? You know, and they're not even personalising it. If they're personalising it, I don't think it matters, but it seems a bit cheeky, if you ask me. So, yeah, no, this is the longer A5. They do a 5 watt, 10 watt, and a 20 watt. They just brought a new one out, which is a bit more expensive, which is the B1. But when I was checking this one out online, the 20 watt version, one I got now, this one, they're about €600-700 plus all the other bits they've sent me over. Which was the ear assist. That was like another 100 quid's worth. The 80 quid for the honeycomb, and then another couple £100 for the extraction system. So it's about 1,000 quid's worth, I reckon, something like that. Oh, starting the heart now. So it's pretty cool. You can see the possibilities with it. It's you know, I was looking at some things like in our local kind of like QD type stores called Action here in France, and it's well, it's better than QD, a bit fair. They had these about 2-inch thick bamboo cutting boards, you know, chopping blocks. Really quite nice ones, engrain as well. And I thought, hang on, you could personalise them and decorate them or whatever, couldn't you? You could make them really quite cool. And there's loads of things in there you could just buy and personalise. And okay, you haven't made the actual item itself, but you have personalised it, so I don't mind that, because then obviously it's still sort of handmade, isn't it? I'm kind of just watching it happen at the minute, so it's not really that handmade. I had to flatten my board. It just gives me lots of opportunities to look at different revenue streams. Small amounts of money, but, you know, it's about bums on seats, isn't it? Oh, Craig, hello, Craig. Hey, Wally, my missus and I were talking about asbestos, and it made me wonder, do trees potentially sequester asbestos particles? Well, I don't see why they wouldn't harbour them. They don't obviously produce them. But the thing about asbestos, and you think about asbestosis, asbestosis is the scarring of the pleural layers of the lungs. So the little fibres, which is like barbed, they end up entering your lungs. They never come out again. And while they're there, every time you move, they're scratching and scarring your lungs. Every time you breathe, scratching and scarring your lungs. So eventually you have a reduced lung capacity. Now, my wife's uncle, Barry, he's got asbestosis. So he's got breathing problems and stuff like that. Eventually that will take him. You know, he's quite an old man now anyway, to be fair. But he was a plasterer all his life, and in the building game. But you know, he started life plastering. And when he was doing it, that was the days when they used to insulate all the pipework in submarines with literally asbestos mixed into a plaster. And what they do is wad it around all the pipes, insulate all the pipes in like big messy mess, then wrap in like a hessian webbing. And it's quite boiler rooms and all sorts of stuff were done like that years ago. And he used to be involved with that. And he's come with asbestos. Used to come in big bags of fibres, loose fibres. Yeah, open them up. It's like dust in the air of all this asbestos. So it's, yeah, it's quite dangerous. Yeah, there's different grades. If you're going, I'll say for instance, you've got asbestos roofing sheets. I've had to remove loads of them in my time, and modern ones are cement board, but the older ones literally had the asbestos fibres in to reinforce the boards. You know, they tend to be a lot harder than modern modern cement board sheets. And the thing about them is you can cut them no problems at all, providing you wet them down first. It's like anything like that. If you've got a garage roof to take off, and it's happened to be asbestos, soak the blooming thing, then you can remove it, bag it up, and let the people come and take it away. Because it has to go to a designated disposal site. Now, when I was doing it several years ago, my company was doing it. We had to go, I think it was there was a place in Thetford that I had to go to, but we just paid someone to come and collect it. We'd take it off, bag it up, and they'd come and collect it. Or we could pay them to come do the whole lot, take it away. And crikey, they used to charge ridiculous amounts of money. Oh, it's getting close. It's literally got 4 seconds to go. Blimey. It's got to go back. There you go. Alright, how's that look? How's that look? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm about to get it, okay? Because here's my hand. Got it. I think that's something quite nice. There you go. Right, I'm going to turn the laser off. Because it's blooming noisy. So I'm turning that off. Because it's just an experiment stream, I suppose. You can say, that one's got to come off. There you go. I sort of hear the air pump going. The air assist. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll trim all the outside edge, clean all the outside edges up. And it's quite deep. It's about, you can't see it face on, but it's actually about just under 1 millimetre deep, which is good. It's plenty. So what I'll do is I'll clean it with a bit of light sand and clean up all the edges, make the edges all look nice. And not necessarily burnt. There's a story behind that, by the way. I had my wood burner going in the workshop. I thought, these bits of wood are a bit wet because I've been sitting outside in the rain, you see. So I come to length because I bet they were bent, so I cut them into short bits. I thought, make use of the wood, you see. So I planed them up, but before I planed them up, so I had to dry them. I had them sit on top of the wood burner like that. I forgot about them, and I always caught light. What an idiot, eh? I do things like that, but I think it looks quite. I don't know if you can see it very well on there. It's more of an angle. I think they're quite good. I think for our project as well, for a Rewilding project. And things, you can make them as dark or as light as you like. Obviously, the more passes you do, the deeper it's going to be, and the darker it'll be. Also, if you do lower power but more passes, so it's going to do it over and over again, take a lot longer, obviously. You'll get less like burning on the edges. So I've been told, because I don't really know. I mean, this is all new to me. Okay, it's new. The fact I got this far, I'm happy. You know, this is technical shit. Software I never used before. And I was using this gerbil, laser gerbil software. I just couldn't get on with it. I just found it so clunky. Didn't like it. Yeah, I think it's alright. I think it's, Regan, I think it's pretty good. It's definitely deep enough. I don't understand though why some areas are deeper than others. Now, if I look on the end here, I need to work this out and find out why. If I look, on the end, that's actually deeper than the rest of it. So, is there a reason for that? Is it because the wood was softer at that point, maybe? And the same with the actual hearts as well. As you see, they're darker because they're deeper. It's burnt deeper. Why is that? I don't know. Is it more passes? I don't think it matters. I think that's fine for what I'm using them for. So, yeah. I'm quite pleased at that. I think they're going to look quite good. So far, in my learning curve of laser engraving, I've managed to do those, That one. Actually, got some wall through there as well. Actually, that one. That one. Any more there? All ready to go. So yeah, I've still got another what 50 there to do. But obviously I've got to put the trees in with them, so I've got to do the trees at the same time. So that's on a rewilding project, which we're quite proud of at the moment. So it's actually come along really nicely. So it's pretty good. Oh, I should also keep back to the chat. I didn't tell the missus I was going to go live. Right. Oh dear. Terrible. Oh, put it back on that bit there. I'll try to move it up a bit because not getting all the chatting for some reason. Why am I getting all the chatting? Right. Maybe bring it up. Will that be better? That's what we do. Just there. That's perfect. That'll do. Yeah. Asbestos is very, very, very worrying. I don't know about being able to sequester them. I think the bark and God knows what else could, but I don't think the quantities would be high enough to be a real big problem. This is next to, I don't know, somewhere where they mine the asbestos, because it comes out of the ground, you see. Yeah. Hello, Richard Black Dog. I hope you're well. I know. I'm in my office. I've been making signs. You see? Yeah. Playing with my laser. Crikey. Mini-me, stop humping the laser. Blimey. God. Can't take them anywhere. No. Well, you see. So I'm quite pleased with that. I did have my problems with it. Biggest one was the fact that it wouldn't finish a burn. And as such, I had to literally wire an earth cable to every metal component of the frame, and also the rails and the carriage assembly, the bit that goes backwards and forwards with the laser on, and then take it all down to earth to dissipate the. You'd think they'd actually thought about this in the design, wouldn't you? It's not as though it isn't an obvious thing. It's a part of its design why it's happening in the first place. It's not as though my house isn't earth. It could have been. Well, it can't be earth through the. I just thought of something. You know, one of the reasons why it's got to have a separate earth is because it's earth through. The earth only goes as far as the power supply, and then from the power supply goes to DC, and the DC isn't earthed. So effectively, it is going to build up static. It isn't now because it's working now. But, it literally could not get halfway through. There, these things are sent to try you. That they are. Right. You can use it for the plaques for the trees on your. That's what we're doing, and that's what these are. These are rewilding plaques. Yeah. So it's for rewilding projects. So far, we've done a few on there. Just got practice. One of the hardest things I'm finding at the moment is alignment, because it's so close. It's 10 mil away from the actual workpiece, between the head of the laser and the workpiece. So you've got a tiny gap like that. So you're not actually trying to see what's going on, and you're not supposed to look at the laser, even though it's only set to half power, and it does the alignment. So it's quite tricky. I'm wondering how people manage when they're doing all these really tiny little things. Do you see people doing, like, I don't know, bottle openers and all sorts of key rings and what have you? How the hell do they line these things up? If they're ones they've, made and then engraved. I don't know. Unless they're engraving it then. And then, no, I don't think so. It's a tricky one. There are other materials it will engrave as well. One is metal. It can engrave metal. I imagine you have to have it on high power. I'm not going to do it in here just in case it gives off nasty fumes. Plastics you can do. Obviously, depending on power again. You can't do clear. You can't do clear acrylic. It won't work for some reason. I don't know why. So, obviously, it has some. It's going to go through, I suppose, isn't it? Instead of actually burning its way through. So it just go through like a piece of glass. So it doesn't do very well with glass. It doesn't really touch it. Oh, actually, it does. Hang on, I was thinking about something. I might be thinking of something else, actually. Can you laser engrave glass? Do-do-do-do-do-do. How to laser engrave glass like a pro. Oh, 8 ways to engrave glass. Okay, maybe you can. That's something else to experiment with. Because that'd be pretty cool. With absolute coordinates. Okay. So I need absolute coordinates. I'll tell you what I need to do. Because at the moment, if you look at the actual laser itself. Camera, there you go. Camera, action, there you go. And can't we see it? I could do with actually being a little bit high. I'll tell you, I'll put the camera a bit high so you can see the whole thing. Oh, I've gone limp. I'm all flaccid. See more of it there. Alright, let's try that. It's gone all flaccid. Alright. Well, you can't see the back rail, but that's better. You can see my dodgy wiring there. There's my dodgy wiring over there. There's cables everywhere. That's that. I'll do. Right, down. There we go. There. Right. So I'd have to set it up, obviously fixed. When it gets into its new home, I need to fix it to the bench. With my feet and what have you. Probably with something. I might even create some little rubber feet or something, or put it on a rubber mat. Might make more sense. Its extremities are about 650, so actually about 600 ones. Yeah, 600. So a 600 by 600 isolation mat would work, like you use for washing machine. That'd be. I think that'd work, and that'll stop the vibration going through the actual, or any vibration going to it. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But the actual honeycomb needs to be set in the perfect position, so it's always in the right place. So I can, yeah, I'm gonna have to learn, and I've got so much to learn. So much to learn. Blimey. Evening, Marcus. What's this? No hand tools? What's that flashing? I expect that's a newfangled electricity that folks are using. Oh yeah, it is. It's my hydrogen power station. Yeah, you can get really expensive ones. This is just a Chinese one. You know, it's not an expensive one, but I'm quite impressed with it. It works. It's definitely got plenty of power. It's what I need it for. Where's my camera? That one. There you go. Back on me. So yeah, it works. So I'm quite pleased with it. And the software, I'm sort of getting my head around the software, bit by bit by bit. There's lots it can do. Not just obviously the fact you can do your own designs, but I can create my own designs using my drawing software. In this case, I use Affinity Photo, which is very much like Photoshop, but they don't charge you like monthly subscriptions or yearly subscriptions, whatever it is. Yeah, you just pay once and say you got it, and it works really well. I really recommend it actually. If anyone wants a drawing software, it'd be Affinity Photo, really good. Yeah, photo editing software. Some really nice things about it. I like it. And I use it all the time. So on the top here, when you come down, there's some things you need to. If you do ever get this software, use the software. When you do the framing, so you click frame and it maps out whereabouts it's going to go to give you the idea where it's going to, where the extremities of your design are on your workpiece. It's quite by default. There's no laser to show you. You just see the bulk of the laser going backwards and forwards, and it doesn't actually give you any light to see exactly where it's going to cut up to. So what you have to do is you have to go into. It doesn't show. You can't do it. I can't show you the windows. You have to go into Edit, then Device Settings, and then from Device Settings on the right hand side. I don't know why it isn't coming up, but on the right hand side, you basically have to enable laser fire button, and you can either do it with laser on when framing, or you have it so you hit shift and it'll do it for you. Yeah, it'll then fire the laser, give you an idea where the extremities are of your design on your workpiece. So yeah, anyway, Like I say, it's only going to be a short one. I was experimenting, trying to get set up doing lives. We're going to be doing a lot more lives in here. Got to do some tool history and stuff like that as well, you see. Like the history of Stanley hand planes. Even Festool, even regarding certain machines such as the Festool Domino Dowler and its paintings. Oh my god, will it ever 20 years now since Festool Domino Dowler's been, you know, technically it should be at the end of its patent, but no one really knows yet. You might get DeWalt or someone building one. So anyway, this is my long gear laser, and it works. And I'm going to be doing a lot more with that, more experimentation. So for now, though, I'm going to leave you with something to get an idea of what we're doing here in France, just in case some of you don't know. What can I leave you with? Oh, what makes sense? La da 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 da. Maybe that one. Oh, I'll tell you, let's do that one. Anyway, so first of all, just say, make sure no one missed anyone in the chat. There you go. That's awesome. Ton, Ton, with absolute coordinates. The Hobby Guy on YouTube has great video. Oh, thank you for that. I'll write that down. The Hobby Guy. Or that Hobby Guy. As in the Hobby Guy. Is he French by any chance? Right, I'll check him out. Not in a non-sexual fashion. Okay, I mean his video. Unless he's got those sort of videos as well, but I don't know. No, anyway. So, I am going to go straight over there, I think, have a look. So anyway, if I haven't joined us, and like I said, it's only a little short stream, it's because I want to give it a go. And I want to set up in here as well, so it's a bit of a test stream. And, yeah, that's, yeah, okay, I think I covered it. Have I covered it? I think so. Anyway, get rid of that, and then we're going to press something else. Now, I'm going to give you an idea of what we're doing here in France. We're planting trees. Is that a crazy person? Oh, it's the missus. Well, welcome to our Rewilding project here. Not Toodaloo, Toodaloo. Oh, look, there's another crazy person. Oh, it's me. And the dogs, obviously, they do like to help. Usually by watering the trees just after we planted them. So what are we trying to achieve? Well, we're trying to plant 1,000 trees on 2 hectares of land. Oh, I say. Now, since we started this project, we have become more aware of habitats for the little critters. Yeah, on this land here, where this other crazy person is. Yeah, okay. Well, as you can see, we're progressing nicely. We're planting trees all over this land that we are all there. And, oh, as far as the eye can see, eventually, up to the tree line anyway. So, oh, there's Artemis. Oh, there's Spawns and Nikita Schmidt. See, lots of signs with names on. I know. You're wondering, how do I get my name on one of them signs? Well, check out the link in the description and be a part of the project. Oh, you see, it's not just sticking the trees in the ground and watering and what have you. No, we have to protect the signs we're putting with the trees. Yeah, just a little birdies and they've got somewhere to live. And a little sowing of some wildflowers for the bees. Eventually, your signs will be mounted in the trees when they're big enough to, well, hold them. Some of these trees were planted last year and they got a little bit weedy. So I sent out the missus to do a bit of hoeing and a bit of direction too. You missed a bit, you missed another bit, and that bit there, and don't and that bit. Oh, bird box construction commences. Yeah, about 60 of them. Ugh. The smaller trees, well, they need a little bit of protection. And a drink of water. Oh, that's the idea. You got it. That's it. Oh, so does that one. Oh, so does that one. Oh, so does that one. Yeah, no, she didn't put enough down, so I had to go after her and put more down behind her. Oh dear. I'll have a word with the missus about that, I will. Okay. Oh, bugger. Oh, that'll teach me. Now what? For every tree, as it matures, well, we need to keep the bases clear from weeds and what have you, and also little suckers. So here we are, making a sign, yeah. A wooden sign using the router. Oh, ain't they cool? Oh, look at that. Get the old dust out and sand the tops off. A little bit of paint now, maybe. Oh, there you go. A little bit of black. Oh, now I've got to wait. Oh, bugger. Oh, crike. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's not there. I'm too impatient. Oh, let's sand it anyway. That'll do. Oh, there you go. We're not only buying trees from the local nursery. No, we're making our own. Propagating them. And these willows are for the arbours. And you could have an arbour too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Where's that? Where's my hat? I lost my hat. Our bird cloning efforts have been working. Yes. Yes, they have. Yeah, more birds. Okay, and more birds. Oh my Gideon. Oh, is that the end? No. Because me and my dear missus would like to thank you all for your kind contributions that's helped this project along. But if you haven't done so already, and you would like to have your name with a tree, or maybe in memory of a loved one, there is a GoFundMe link down below in the description for which you can make a contribution and get your very own little tree, which will grow into a big tree, and we will look after that. So remember, link in the description down below. I salute you. Ta-ta.